Hey guys, how's it going? Daniel here. So today I want to do a quick video about which one of these three are the better assistants. Is it Apple's Siri? Is it Google Assistant? Or is it Amazon Alexa? And there we go, I just triggered it.
What can I add for you?
Cancel.
Canceling.
Okay, so let's continue the video. So I've been playing around with these three products for a couple of months now. The first introduction to the Assistant was, of course, buying the Google Home Mini last year. And I bought it because it was something really interesting and I knew it was going to help me by asking me, of course, the weather, or whenever I asked the weather, the news, turning on some lights and all that stuff without having to open my phone, which was really neat, of course. And then, of course, Amazon released the Echo Spot, which I bought, of course, earlier this year here in Canada, and it was awesome because it was something different where you could see the information instead. Instead of buying the Echo Show, I went with the Echo Spot just because it was smaller, and I wanted something, of course, for the desk, and so I went with the Echo Spot. And then, of course, Apple released the HomePod here in Canada earlier this year as well in June, where I bought that. And I've been playing with all these three assistants, been doing a comparison and reviews about which one of these three are the better assistants. And I came to the conclusion the winner is Amazon's Assistant. So why do I say this? Well, first off, information. So even though Amazon is not really good with that much information like Google Assistant, because Google has all that information about you, all the searches you do, that it collects, of course, all that data. Amazon doesn't have that, but what they do have is Amazon's Assistant is just better at answering questions that you have. So whenever I ask Google to do something like turn on the lights, it just goes on and on. Like it will say I turned off the lights, da 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 da, and I just wanted to say okay, or just turn off the lights without having to say anything. I don't want to hear a whole sentence. And that's where Alexa is better. I just tell her to turn off the lights, and it does it without having to say anything, or maybe she only says okay, and that's it. And the lights are off. So here's an example. Hey Google, turn on the lights.
Okay, turning hue color lamp 1 on.
So there we go. So it says a lot right there, which I don't need it to. Hey Siri, turn off lights.
Okay.
And there we go. The lights are off. So as you can see, a comparison, and of course Amazon is different, where it won't say anything, because it gives you that option, which is really neat. Because Amazon just knows that maybe I don't want to hear it talk or anything like that. I just want it to do it, and that's it. So that's pretty cool. So when it comes to information, of course, Google Assistant is the winner on that. Just because of how much data Google knows about you, how much it collects. So of course it gives you all that information in a detailed way, of course, but sometimes it's a bit annoying because it goes on and explain it, and sometimes I just interrupt it and I just stop it just because I don't want to know all that information. The worst assistant right now, of course, has to be Siri. Apple, of course, is slowly giving Siri some more features, some better love to it, but it just sucks right now. Siri is just one of the worst assistants right now. It's annoying. She's not reliable, and it's just one of the worst assistants. I don't like using, but the HomePod as a product is one of my favorite products this year. It sounds amazing. I love listening to music or podcasts whenever I'm here in my room. It's just really, really awesome. And of course, the Echo Spot is probably the most interesting product I bought, just because of how I get to see the information. It shows me information at a slow pace, of course, there, so I can see the weather, I can see interesting facts, and it's just seeing, I just love playing with the Alexa because how much Easter eggs you get to do and how much pop culture she actually knows. Like this. Alexa, show me the money. I don't know if you heard that, but she said, Jerry, you have to yell. So yeah, if you guys are thinking about buying one of these products, it all comes down to either information, it comes down to product, of course, and it comes down, of course, to your ecosystem, and then it comes down if you have some smart home stuff, products lying around in your house. So if you're thinking about, of course, for smart home products, all that stuff, then I highly recommend you go with the Google Assistant or with the Amazon products, just because of how much third-party products you're allowed to connect with them, and it's just much more reliable. Apple, you still can't do a lot with it. Of course, you could do, of course, with the big companies like Philips Hue or other companies like that. You could connect Siri to your HomeKit, but it's not like Google Assistant or Amazon that has so much more choices as well. And then of course it comes down to product as well. If you want something that looks nice and everything, Amazon actually has released their second generation or third generation products of the Echo lineup, which look fantastic, and they're pretty much the same price. They didn't even like make it that expensive, so it's actually pretty cheap to compete, of course, against Google, which is their top competition right now. But yeah, I highly recommend you guys go with the Amazon or Google Assistant, and just stay away for Siri for just a couple of months, maybe, or weeks, until Apple updates it and makes it a little bit better. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. And as always, I will see you guys later. Peace.